Hello everybody, this is Capus Games and welcome back to Crossout with the 0.9.50 update. And I'll be covering all the changes in the update. So first up, of course, we got the new free-for-all Battle Royale game, in which the reward will be a unique character for your background it portrays, which you can only get by the brawl if you win 3 battles in there. And just a little feature, there are 32 people players on the brawl. I got the reason actually for that. The game engine actually only supports up to 32 players, so they cannot go higher. They all appear at a random place on the map, so no airdrop. Player can find weapons with in-map stuff. I will actually play this in a second, but they also have quite a few other changes. In order to stall a part, you have to approach the flag. There are red flag for weapons and green flags for like ammunition and repair kits. Ammunition of all weapons in this mode is limited, and parts mounted on the vehicle cannot be shot off. You can use a repair kit to gradually restore the durability of the car. It will restore up to 105 points per use. Taking damage will stop the effect, so you cannot heal while taking damage. Um, all the battle parts ammunition appear randomly every battle, and after a minute after the battle, and 1.5 minutes after that every time, a special cargo appears on the map, which can drop legendary weapons and like pretty powerful stuff overall. After the destruction of an enemy, all the parts and ammunition collected by him will remain at the spot of his death, and you can of course grab those items. And of course you got the storm, similar to storm warming, but like you know how it works in Battle Royale overall. But the map right here actually is like Actually, the map is placed right here, Blood Rocks, right next to the uh, Cursed Mines, which is actually inside this area here, and Founders Canyon, which is right here with Wrath of Khan slightly above it. But it's in that area, and that's where the Battle Royale takes place. So, there are also a small different conditions in raids. You know, they score at least 40 points to get rewards. And points are also awarded now for the structure of raiders and parts of raiders. So now, Frontier Defense has a new turret model, and the durability of turrets and the damage they depends on the complexity. So now the health and damage deal depend on the tier they are at. Data heist. Now to complete the raid, you must destroy all raiders and the leader, not only their leader, because it was kind of a defense style mission. You now also have to destroy the normal units. On chase, level of difficulty normal and hard. The initial damage of the trucks is increased by 10% and the durability by 20%. And the truck difficulty now additionally scales depending on power score. Now let's go on to actual balance changes. First up, the Duster Cabin. Its health has been reduced by 19% from 210 to 170. On to the weapons, Lupara. Damage was increased by 4%. Should be too much differently. Avenger. Where are you? There you are. The explosion radius, nothing else, just explosion radius, has been reduced by 17%. Caucasus, when targeting enemies and when succeeding in the lock-on, it will automatically start firing without delay, because before there was a slightly delay before you would start firing. Next up is quite a big change, the Skinner. The Skinner now only takes 2 energy, has reduced power score from 705 to 470, which is 2/3 of the original power score. Because, like, again, weapons have a power score, depending on energy times a rarity modifier. And also the range of this thing is increased to 40 meters. So it doesn't say from which range, but that's now the current range. Quasar, if you can find you, here you are. Now, does no longer do direct damage. The direct damage was set to be around 50 damage I am not sure if it's compensated by 50 extra explosive damage or not, but it does have an increased explosion radius by 25%, so it's gonna be more similar to normal cannons. Now, more like the explosive power. Next up is the Whirlwind. Its bonus damage of the perk. First was for every 100 meter damage increased by 45%, but it's now 35%. So that's been made slightly weaker at range, but its base damage is still the same. Lancelot damage has been reduced by 17%, so you will have to probably use like 1 or 2 more spears per target most of the time. Now, up to the Draco. Draco does not longer have damage fall off, so basically its damage will stay equal no matter at what part of its range it is. So it will be, instead of normal guns that have like a 100% and then goes to a lower percent to like 50% and then to 0. This thing has 100% and then immediately caps out to 0 at its max range. Now the Firebug. The velocity has been increased by 33%. Its spread is being reduced by 43%, so it's being more accurate and also has that range change. So we're going to kind of actually take a quick look at that. Let's make a small test bed here for the weapons. And then grab ourselves Step Spider. It's fine for testing purposes. Let's grab a Firebug. This is the CK variant, but doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see. Like a look at the velocity. That looks like a way higher velocity. That's actually really nice. Nice. That's a much faster response time. It really needed that increase in velocity, so that's really good. Okay, next up is the Fortune. I'm gonna place it up top here to be a little bit up higher. So, the Fortune's projectile speed has been increased by 100%, so it's been doubled. So it flies twice as far now before, like, at the same falling rate. So you can fire them at quite a far range now. I think these will be like long range mine throwers. They would see like wait, just grab 3 of them next to each other quickly. I'm gonna need a generator for that. Gas generator should be enough. So let's say like we see an enemy group go like let's say we have a radar detector. We see an enemy group going here towards the water. And we're like, okay, let them have it. Okay, this was actually a really bad range shot. So I got let them have it, and I would deploy at a pretty far out range. And you can surprise some enemies as long as they have ground movement, of course. Okay, on to the next weapon. The BC-70 Tsunami has a damage reduction by 15%, so that's quite a lot of damage reduced there. So just let's quickly compare its damage output to the Executioner. Of course, stock without charging. We have our flat test bed here. I will firing the Tsunami first and then the Executioner. .222, 152. Let's quickly go for triple charge. So, again, 152 for the Executioner, 356 for the Tsunami. Of course, that's just raw cabin damage, and it will do more against compact stuff. Next is the Reaper. The Reaper has been had a rework. I cannot really call it a buff or a nerf, but its damage is reduced by 15%, but has a reworked perk that every 7th projectile penetrates up to 2 meters of armor. I think it was 10 projectiles at first, so it is more armor. Like it has more of the armor penetrating effect. It has more, but in return, it has reduced damage. Let's take a look at the damage output a little bit here. 48 damage per tick. It's not amazing, but you do get that armor penetrating effect. Wait. 5, 6. This should be the first shot. This should be the shot that armor penetrates. Let's try if I can hit the cabin right at here. Yeah, I did hit the cabin. 10 damage. So that's 2 meters penetration. That is, like from here. If you hit this block, you'll damage all the way up to here. Like, this is the edge until where you damage. Again, if you hit this flat part. So you can actually, in this case, you can still damage this type of spider if I had a flat piece of armor right here. And you would hit the penetrating stuff. Next up is, there was finally some love for Firebuck, but we also finally got some love for the Porcupines. So the Porcupines also had a barrel speed, like a projectile speed increase by 100%, similar to the Fortune. So there's double the velocity now. Should come a little bit further and be a little bit more hard to evade. The inaccuracy is still an issue, a little bit though, but damage from barrel explosion is reduced by 15% though. That's kind of sad. So it is 15% less damage output. That's kind of sad. But it does look like we can actually throw our barrels into the fire. The barrel durability, the health pool of these barrels are actually increased to 4 from 2 health. They actually had 2 health only, but now they have 4. They have increased resistance to fire damage, so you can hopefully you can now you can throw them better into their own fires. But in return, they have a smaller damage output. Looks like they now like pretty much explode at the point, like at the point of impact. They're still a little bit, yeah, they still detonate too quickly. A little bit too quickly. Okay, next change, actually quite big one. And for that I'll actually need something slightly different. So let me grab a quantum. And let me grab 4 Icarus 7s. And then some ammo as well. Really quickly. They will function as gun mounts anyway, so. We're going to see what the changed scorpions now work like. Remember, they had perfect accuracy. Now they do not have that anymore. Okay. You can still pretty much hit people, but they become really inaccurate when you turn the guns around. You can still fire accurately when not turning the guns. Though, as you can see there, that was on movement. You can still very much hit people, as long as you're not turning the gun itself. Let's see what happens if you turn the gun. Yeah, one of them missed there because of accuracy. And again, one missed. You cannot really aim accurately as long as you're turning the turrets. You cannot really aim accurately. And that was just a fail on my end. Let's head in with without moving. There we go. So they're going to be a little bit harder to use because of accuracy, but they still have their own power. It just means that you have to get a little bit closer and have to be a little bit more accurate with your shots. Let's see here. Yeah, especially at range, you're going to notice that accuracy drop. And yeah, you do notice that inaccuracy. So let's quickly check what happens if you do not have those things. Can you have perfect accuracy? Yes, you do have perfect accuracy if you're on the ground. So this actually kind of buffed these weapons on ground vehicles in compared to hovers. Now a few interface options. If you do the hover over the screen for receiving rewards for performing daily challenges has been removed. So there we go. This has been changed vertically instead of horizontally. Okay, pop-up window. Now this is like they said that this was like slightly more info. Yeah, here we go. Now the mission parameters, the easy lunatics power plant stuff right there, are just displayed on the pop-up window instead of you having to click on it. That's nice. And few effects for melee weapons has been improved, so they changed some effects on the melee weapons. But they also changed incinerators firing effect, it says. Catapult projectiles. Let's just check it out. So that has the red ball now, instead of like a actual fuel thing. And there was a various bug fixes. So there's actually one bug fix that actually the notorious one. Fixed a bug where the sights of some guns reacted to the enemy in invisibility mode. So if you guys didn't know, certain guns would react and move the crosshairs around if they would like see a target. Like as if you aim at the target, like one of those targets, you would see like how the crosshair would go over it and see it like to come closer. That happened with certain weapons to enemies, even when they were invisible. But that feature, as I would actually call it instead of a bug, is now fixed. But that's it. Let's actually get into the what you would call the meat of the update, the Battle Royale mode. See if we got any decent queue times with a 32 player requirement. And see what's all about. Because I haven't been able to test it at all. Because I'm in the same boat as you guys. Oh, there we go. Gotta probably have longer reload. Oh, look at that. Look at how the map grid. How big is the map looks. 20-second start. Okay. I do not have a chat. When I try to press enter, no. Out of time to arrive the rifles. So we're gonna look for a gun and we're gonna play really careful. We're gonna hide non-stop, pretty much. I'm not going to look for fights at all. So I have 40 machine gun rounds, 8 shotguns, 10 autocannon rounds, and 2 missiles. I see the first flag here, red flag. I'm just gonna rush towards it and press that R button. Storm starts in 1 minute 20 seconds. Install engine, a little bit faster, I'll take that. And crap, that guy is going to take that item. I'm just gonna run away, actually. I'm not interested in fighting against him. I am faster now, so I'll take that. Ooh, mouse 5. But I'll take out the visibility module. Thank you. Now, where are actual weapons? Oh, somebody found a machine gun. I think that's a junk bow. Nice. I'll take a junk bow anytime. Let's put a right mouse button, so I have to watch out for that. I actually have some names for all the items, all the locations here. 20 seconds until the storm starts. You're already hearing some of the storm sounds. So I want to go towards the center here, actually, to see if I can get some more weapons and whatnot. Let's see. Radiator. Wait, it says radiator? Is that a radiator, guys, right? Oh, that will automatically pick up. And install repair. I'll take that autocannon. Thank you. Now, okay, I'll go towards this thing here. Let's grab this so we can actually see what the hell is going on. Where did that crate go exactly, I wonder? Okay, so I'm actually running out of ammo here. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. No, I want that. And I saw actually what was up. Look at that. That's what we want there. Thanks for the shotgun. And it looks now that the junk bow is heat-based here. Let's see. Do we want to have the grenade launcher? Because it's actually top-mounted, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait. I think I should get the pyre here. Dun Horse is now an epic movement part. Ooh. So I guess I'll have the missile launcher and the better shotgun. That's where the loot crate is. Ah! Damn, he had rockets. That hurts. Oh! Damn, though. That's a combat. That's a weapon combo. Damn. Oh, he wants the radar detector, of course. Yeah, you want to have the radar detector. Oh well, I guess I died. It looks like there are actually quite a lot of powerful weapons, and it seems like a lot of these weapons are very different in the Royale mode than in the normal mode. I mean, a junk bow based on heat. That alone is a major difference. And that makes it so much difference than the normal stuff. And I'm going to play one more match, and then I'm going to say bye-bye here. But that's a pretty interesting map, to be honest. It's big enough to, like, actually get around to a lot of stuff and discover this thing, to be honest. You do get quite a lot of time to reach stuff. Looks like I got... Oh, I spawned right behind somebody. I guess I'll be grabbing that, and I'll be going right to the next red flag here. Oh, I spawned right in the center. That's interesting, I'd say. Ooh, I got a up armoring rear. So I guess I have more health here. Okay, I'm running away from him. Because he has a gun. I have more armor than you, mate. Get out of there. Get out of here. Stop. No. I guess I'll be pushing that. And take that. Got the radar, which is great. Just gotta poke this guy. few times. So I do have some more armor, which is nice. Oh, hello. I'll take the ammo supplies, thank you. Oh, that thing is really far out, isn't it? I don't think I'll be able to reach it. The crates are dangerous spots, though, because they will have, of course, good weapon drops. I don't think I have enough good weapons yet to actually maintain everything. I got 100 extra health. I think I want to activate it. Yeah, I want to activate it. Poke that guy a little bit. I'll take that repair, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna grab that thing, and that's all I need. Those rocket launchers are really, really powerful. He has access to so many different parts now. And I actually missed that tow rocket and whatnot there. What bullshit. I see you. After you die of, at least in the match, you can still use chat, but yeah. I actually kind of like the mode. I'm definitely gonna play a few more matches in there, see if I can get some wins and whatnot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys all later. Bye, guys.